The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Right, y'all. We going down Bay Street one time. Come on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna bust this one. Johnny Gay Christmas coming. Mama, bake it, Johnny Gay Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Mama, bake it, Johnny Gay Christmas coming. Mama, bake it, Johnny Gay Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Mama, bake the Johnny Gay New Year's coming. Coming. New Year's coming. New Year's coming. New Year's coming. New Year's coming. Mama, bake it, Johnny Cake. New Year's coming. Say, Mama, bake it, Johnny Cake. New Year's coming. 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 This time of the year, I may be gone in some lonesome graveyard.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. Today is Thursday, December 4th. It's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. And once again, this is C.A. Newry and I shall be your host for today. Today we have a special guest in studio, Alton Duhini. I'm going to formally introduce you to him shortly because he has a narrative, he has a story to tell. November 30th marked the end of the hurricane season. It was a busy hurricane season. I think the Bahamas had like 2 hurricanes that passed through, nearly, impacted. Thank God we didn't have any serious storm. I think the most serious storm impacted maybe Long Island, right? And there was not any major damage. But we know Jamaica and Haiti and parts of Cuba got mashed up with a Hurricane Melissa. In fact, Hurricane Melissa reached to a hurricane category 5 when it went over the southwestern part of Jamaica, that breadbasket part of Jamaica, what they call country, where it's known for a number of farms, right? It was a devastating hurricane. Jamaica will take some years to recover fully. In fact, the estimate the damage would be in the billions of dollars. The Bahamas has donated a number of things to Jamaica already, our Bahamian government and the Bahamian people. And of course, there have been a number of Jamaican societies who lives in the Bahamas, Jamaican residents who have made the Bahamas their permanent home, but they have communions where they get together and celebrate the nationhood and also do charity work for the Bahamas whilst they're here, the Hummingbird Society. And I know that the what do they call the consulate, the Jamaican consulate here, also did a number of collecting of items to go to Jamaica. The guest today, Alton Duhini, is a Jamaican national who lives in the Bahamas, right? He reached out and wanted to tell his story because he was actually in Jamaica during the hurricane. He's doing a fundraiser soon, all right? And I said, come on and tell me your experience of Melissa. Right? But before he tells us his experience, Melissa, I want to do some groundwork in terms of how he got here. Come closer to the microphone. How he got here to the Bahamas. How do he lives here in the Bahamas? Let's hear this Bahamian narrative of Mr. Duhaney living to the Bahamas, and then from there we'll march towards his experience and also march towards his fundraiser, because he's doing a fundraiser that he's about to go back to Jamaica to continue his contribution there, and but he wants to give a narrative so those listening audience can say, hey, I want to help, I want to support. But before that, Mr. Duhaney, welcome to Guardian Radio AM.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Good.
And good morning to Bahamians all over.
You've been in the Bahamas for a while.
Yes, sir.
How long you been living to the Bahamas, Mr. Duhaney?
Well, I actually came to the Bahamas like 30 years ago for the first time.
30 years ago?
For the first
For the first time?
I was living in Canada then as a businessman. And I came to the Bahamas really as a tourist.
Okay.
And by coming here, I fell in love with the country and the people. So what I did, I do like investment. I do investment as well. I'm a businessman. So I meet like two Bahamian, and I rent car from them at the time, and I realized that they have great potential. So I said, man, you have such great customer service. What if someone helped you to have your own business? And the person said, what do you mean? I said, have your own business. And the person agreed. He said, yeah. I said, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm in the motor vehicle business, right? And you are working for someone in the same industry. But your ability tells me that you do great on your own. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, after knowing the person for a while, because I was here at that time for like 2 weeks. After the second week, I tried to know him a little better. I didn't want to tell him exactly what I wanted to do. And I said, all right. So what I did after doing some investigation, I said, listen, what I'm going to do, right? I went somewhere and I see, because I did my feasibility studies while I was here. And I said, I know somewhere that someone could rent a spot. And I'm going to give you some money and I'm going to tell you how to make some money on your own. And he said, you have a friend. And I said, okay, go ahead. And I went back to Canada at the time. And I sent him some cash because I already set up the place with the person who's going to rent them and let them start their own business. So that's how it really starts. So then 2 years later, when I came back, I started to fall in love with the country and the people. So what I did, I ended up meeting a lady and I planned to get married to her. And that didn't work out at the time. But I still keep coming back to the Bahamas. And then I found I saw another lady that I was very much interested in, and because I was trying to look a partner as well, like a wife at the time. And I got married to her. So I was married to a Bahamian back then. That was like 15 years ago. That was a few years after. So I got married to her, and I became a part of the community. And you see, I know myself, like from I'm 9 years old, I know my purpose. I'm one of those persons who would say, chosen by God to help people. That's what I do. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy doing from a tender age. So I try to reach out while I'm here, helping as much people. I started a business here, try to train people as much as possible. So, because I like to help people to help themselves instead of try to, get labor from them. No, I want them to be empowered. I want them to be people who can go back out there and help to sustain the family. That's my calling as well.
Okay. So you're no stranger to the Bahamas. In fact, you work inside the community.
Yes.
You were also here in the Bahamas during Hurricane Dorian?
Yes, I was here during Hurricane Dorian.
And I remember as we were talking back and forth, you said you did some community work during that time, and this is what leads you to now ask for assistance with your pledge now.
No, let me get that correct.
Okay.
No, Hurricane Dorian, I didn't actually. It wasn't Hurricane Dorian that I actually reached out in a wide scale. It was actually COVID.
Oh, during the COVID?
Yes.
Okay, then tell me about that.
All right. During the COVID, I I know that a lot of Bahamians was hurting. And I decided that I got divorced with the first wife. And I was married again. And the second wife, she liked people as well. She liked to help. So we decided that we'll go out and cook and cater to Bahamian people as much as possible. And we did that for a very long time. We would cook daily and distribute food. We go to places that need help in like physical cleanup, whatever we could do, we do it.
So feeding as a feeding network is part of what you do.
Yes, I like to do that. I like to feed people. I like to feed people, but that's the only thing. I just like to help. When I was in the car business and a person need help with can't afford a car, or so I would just try and help them the best. If they have kids and they need to get by, I specialize in the people who really, really need help. So I'll help as much as possible. I'll feed them. I will do whatever it takes. My purpose is to help.
So let's get to the narrative of you being in Jamaica during Hurricane Melissa. How did that happen?
Okay, I went to Jamaica. I have a business in Jamaica as well. I have a farm there. I like farming as well. I have a farm in Jamaica, in St. Elizabeth to be exact. So I would visit that farm from time to time. And sometime I was on a little medication, and I find that my health it would work better sometime when I'm there. So I use that opportunity to go to Jamaica, and I would be in Jamaica. But that time, okay, Melissa, I was not supposed to be in Jamaica at that time because I was planning to come back before. However, what happened, because the hurricane sits outside of Jamaica a few miles, maybe 100 miles, for a long time, like maybe a week, close to Jamaica and not coming in. And it started to pound the country with rain, bad weather. So I couldn't even move on at the time. So that's why I was actually in Jamaica. But I knew, that's why I was in Jamaica at the time of Hurricane Melissa.
Okay. So tell me about the experience. How did Hurricane Melissa impact Jamaica from what you see as being physically on the ground?
Okay. I physically on the ground, I haven't been everywhere it impacted, but I can speak about where exactly the section that I was.
Yeah, but speak about that.
All right. The section of where I was, right? I was in the mountain. I have the farm on the mountain, right? I was in the mountain, and one of my family members is living on the farm, and he's the one who's doing the farm for me. And at the time, there was 2 other family members there at the house, and we were saying, "No, man, this storm, no matter how the storm dangerous, it won't impact that us on the mountain, because there's a mountain. It's coming in from the sea, from the south section of Jamaica, through like Black River. It's just lower from us, but we're in the mountain, and there's a mountain in front of our mountain. So they're saying nothing gonna happen to us, nothing. We good, because the mountain is gonna block us from any impact. So we thought we was okay, but nevertheless we went and secured the place. I have a chicken farm as well, so I went and I got like enough feeding, like 35 bags of feeding, about just in case after the hurricane you can't get feeding for the animals, then you'll be straight. So I bought like 35 bags of feeding to secure till after the hurricane, and we went on top of the roof and screwed the car. We have decoramastic roofing on most of the house, and zinc on the next part of the house. But that decoramastic roofing was replaced like 6 months ago. So we said we good, no problem. So we went and secure the chicken coop. We strengthen it. So, because a hurricane passed before, big hurricane, and my cousin said, and that didn't do no damage like that. It blew the trees them down, but the chicken coop was still standing. But so I said, no man, listen, don't take it for granted. Let's put some reinforcement on that chicken coop. So we went out and we reinforced the chicken coop as best as we can, and make sure the goats and the animals they're up and all that. However, Mr. Newry, when the hurricane actually dropped at landfall.
What time of day was that?
Well, they thought the hurricane came because the night was rough, right? But I said to my cousin, listen, this hurricane don't reach yet, you know. And he said, oh, we get. I said, no, don't take it that's for granted. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. No, 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, it said 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, it started to get rough, real rough. I said, see it? This is the hurricane now come. It just reached. You thought the hurricane reached already? No. It just reached. Just coming. That's 9 o'clock in the morning. Man, Mr. Muir, the place get dark and the trees, them just slashing, the leaves just blowing off of all the trees, them, and it's like scary. No, it becomes real scary. And after, when it reached, say, an hour later, my God, that was something else.
You can explain what you mean, something else.
It's like you're in a war. I don't know. It's like you're watching a movie now. Because you can't explain it really. Because my phone, I can't take pictures no more. I can't do nothing. I had my pictures, I was taking like pictures of the wind blowing the trees and all that. But when you reach an hour in, or an hour and a half in, you have to secure that phone, you have to lock down, you have to grab your stuff in the house and make sure everything is okay now. Because now you see this is really serious and dangerous. You understand?
I see the excitement in terms of you trying to explain how serious it is.
Yes.
But I've gone through hurricanes.
Yes.
I just closed the window and say I go into sleep.
Yes.
You trying to say it was worse than me just saying, man, the hurricane go by tomorrow time, the hurricane gone. That you were in a panic, you were so concerned, you were up and about watching in a panic. What caused that?
Or you start hearing stuff outside, boom, boom. It's like, as I said, it's like you're in a war now. You're in a war zone because things start flying now and they're hitting the house. You see tin roof flying across and you're watching through like a window. You see the people, stuff from people's houses just flying all over the place now, and some hitting your houses as well.
Were you afraid?
You know, I wasn't afraid. Not at all. Everybody else was, but I wasn't. I wasn't afraid.
So why weren't you afraid, and why were they afraid?
Oh, there's a difference between me and them, right? You see, I knew that. You see, I'm godly person. Mm-hmm. I knew that the Lord have me for a purpose, right? And I knew that it wouldn't be my time, and nothing gonna happen to me, no matter what, because I believe in God, and I believe that God would protect me, because He have a purpose for me, right? And I'm doing His will, right? So I knew that I don't need to have any fear at all.
So it's the middle of the day, noon time. The storm has hit. It's over St. Elizabeth now. You're in your home. You're seeing things, debris flying outside. You're hearing them hit the house.
Yes.
Right? You're concerned, loud thunder and lightning, loud kabooms outside. You say it sounds like a war zone.
Yes.
Did anything happen to your house where you were there, or any property or anything?
All right. Funny enough, you said lightning and thunder. There was no lightning. There was no thunder.
No lightning, no thunder?
No, that was the strangest thing.
Just rain?
Rain. And the rain wasn't even hard like that. It was darkness, like mist, like smoke. It's like smoke, more like the rain becomes smoke. And there was no lightning, and there's no thunder, but it been hitting hard. So what happened now? About 2 hours in, my roof, the kitchen now, the main house is decomastic, which is a aluminum tins. Mm-hmm. And the main thing I just went on. But the kitchen section, they didn't do the kitchen section, like put aluminum. It was new tin roof now. But that they use tin roof for the kitchen. So that section just boom. You could hear drill like somebody just, like a giant that's holding the roof and start slamming the roof, and then you hear boom, you know the roof gone. That's the kitchen roof now. Mm-hmm. But Mr. Newry, guess what now? This is a story. This is a part that's interesting. When that kitchen roof gone from the kitchen, the ceiling is in still. The ceiling would be there. The ceiling made of thin wood and like a thin ply make the ceiling. So the hurricane didn't take that. It is moving up and down, but the roof is gone, and the ceiling moving like this up and down. You can see it moving, and then rain. You can now see, because I couldn't see the rain before, but now you can see the raindrops coming through the kitchen. So what I did, I said, you don't mind if I call my cousin name?
Call the cousin name.
All right, I said, Ronald, this looks serious, you know. So guess what we're gonna do? The roof gone, the kitchen roof gone, the stove, the gas outside, that going might blow away too. And that was a 100-pound cylinder. It and the house outside. And based on the wind speed, that may go anytime. And the stove gonna get wet. I said, listen, we might not have any food for days. So you know what I'm gonna do in the middle of the storm? Cook.
You're going to cook in the middle of the storm?
In the middle of the storm, Mr. Newry. The Lord just say cook. And I had because before the storm I killed some of the chicken was mature. I can show you the picture of my farm with dead chickens, mature dead chickens. How much of them? Over 300 chicken died. But before the storm, I was lucky enough to kill some, like 50 of them. 50 chicken. We have 50 chicken that was ready, and we put them in the fridge. But what I did, before the storm, I actually seasoned up. 'Cause I like to cook. I seasoned up 2 of the chickens. And rest them in the fridge. That's before the storm.
You make curry?
Boy, I like to cook curry.
I know it had to be in curry. I just had to have it.
You know, it wasn't curry that time.
He doesn't cook curry?
Not for the storm.
What
Listen this now. You can't cook.
I like curry.
No, you might like curry, but listen, I have to do something that everybody like. So I did brown stew. That was easy.
So brown stew chicken?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So what I did now, right? I take the chicken out of the fridge. No, in fact, there wasn't like frozen like that. So I took the chicken out of the fridge, the 2 chickens that I cut up. And I said, okay, because when I season the chicken, you can have a choice if you want to curry it or whatever you want to do, you could do it when you're ready to use it, right? So I choose then to do this easiest thing, which is brown stew, get some browning and throw on that, and then just throw everything in the pot. And the rain, listen, remember there's no roof on the kitchen now.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And so what I did, right, I said, man, I start to turn on, use the 2 biggest, it's a big stove we have in the kitchen. So the 2 biggest burner, I put a big pot. I put the chicken on one and then get a big pot now to cook some food. I want solid food because remember, hurricane is here. The kitchen may gone anytime now. And the gas you might never find a cylinder. So I want to have a big pot to serve. Maybe for 2-3 days we could eat out of that pot, right?
Yeah.
So I got like 5 pounds of flour and some caramel, throw in that, Mr. Newry, and I make up the dumpling real quick. And then I said, because I want solid food now. I don't want rice. I want solid food to serve us in case we lose our gas cylinder.
How many people were into the house?
All right. At the time, it was only 4 people in the house.
Okay.
4 people in the house at the time. And 2 was kids. 2 was like a baby. Right? And the father, because on the farm, he came to help with the farm from Kingston. So he's there with his 2 kids. He didn't leave his kids behind. So he's there. And he's there with his kids. And my cousin and myself. So what happened now? I cook a big pot to serve us, So I put on that pot. I put some banana in the pot, and I put sweet potato. I went down in the farm earlier. I tell him to dig some potatoes, and he dig a big bag of sweet potato. That was there in the kitchen. So I start cooking potato, yam, and dumpling, and nice big pot, and just turn the stove real high. While I'm in the kitchen cooking, I put on my raincoat cloth in the kitchen.
Because it's raining inside.
It was dripping through in the kitchen, but not wet in the stove. Good thing, right? Anyway, the food cooked now, Mr. Newry. So the rain start get bad outside. Then just after the food cook, I hear the main roof now start lifting. I said, Ronald, you don't sound like the roof coming off. He said, man, no, man, this roof can't go nowhere because this just do one and he helped do it. I said, man, it don't sound too good. I feel like breeze coming into the main part of the house because the kitchen's a little separate. It's kitchen joint to the house, but it's a door from the main house to the kitchen. The kitchen maybe was an addition. You understand? That's why the roof was different because the wood, the roof, the main house set, the kitchen, you would have to alter the kitchen top to join with the main roof. So it had a separate roof, but it joined to the house. So, but the main house now, Mr. Newry, after 2.5 hours into the hurricane, start to and I feel breeze coming through now. I said, Ronald, where that breeze coming from? And look at the roof. There's like an opening now where you can go in the roof. I said, let me go up here and check, man. And I went, and that's in his room, right? And I went there and I look up in the roof and I said, would them look good? Everything look good. And I don't see nothing. I don't see the roof moving. But I still feel here, woo. 30 minutes after that, all you can hear, boom, 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 boom. The roof got, the necromastic roof gone. So you know the water coming in all the furniture now. And then guess what? Now I have a lot of equipment in there. Cameras to the farm, all type of equipment. We have internet system, our own internet system from Starlink and all that. Nothing secure because we wasn't anticipating the damage. So now everything start get messed up in the house now. And TV, everything now, you see, so we got to start get fret. We start to worry now. I mean, yeah, I worry now, maybe not for my life, but for the kids them in the house. There's 2 little baby in the house. I said, my God, this not look too good. And then anyway, I make sure I secure the food properly in one corner and push one of those big, I don't know what you call it. In Jamaica we call it whatnot. Something you keep the TV on and things. It's a big furniture.
Big sitting there.
Yes, so I push that, put the food behind that and push that there in there.
The food was secure.
The food was secure.
I understand.
All right, then I make sure I secure the food.
You can't make it waste.
Then when I've done now, we said, Ronald, look at this now. This roof gone. You remember those people who come to you? What happened? They don't live too far from us. We got to get them there early. One lady is 95-year-old, the one that came.
So you're talking about your neighbors.
Yes.
So your neighbors live down the road, and you say you consider if your roof going, yeah, more likely their house compromised.
Yes. So we said we got to get them because in that house is that 95-year-old lady, a 72 lady from all of them from those 2 from Miami. They came for treatment, and you have another person who came from Kingston to cook for them because they can't cook like that. And one of their relatives came down just to stay with them because they were in Jamaica for a month. And she came down to be their chef and to take care of them, somewhat. So, 3 ladies in one house compromise. So we said, we got to get them. I look at Ronald and say, listen this. We have to get inside. Yes, let's go. But Ronald, listen to this. There's a pattern. The hurricane have a pattern. First, you can't just run out in the hurricane. Let's work with the pattern. So you would have 2 minutes. 2 minutes of gust, heavy gust. Woo, that 200 and plus miles per hour gust. And then it would break. It would break now for another 30 seconds. I've been doing that for a while. 2 minutes, woo, 30-second break. So I said, Ronald, listen, you see how this is the pattern? This is how we're going to go out. As soon as it break, we're going to hold on each other and when and move in the gust. But that's in the break. But as soon as the gust coming, which is 2 minutes later, we got to go down, lay down. And I say to him, Ronald, I'm going to tell you something. When you go out there, don't be afraid. Nothing's going to happen to us. Nothing. I know for a fact that nothing's going to happen to us. Just believe me, nothing's going to happen to us. And he said, okay. I said, I know why I say that. I said, Lord, God have us. We're going to go out there and we are going to save these women. And the Lord have us. And once we go on there alive, they're coming with us. And he said, let's go. And then Mr. Newry, when that we tell the guy who have his baby to open the door, we're going out and try and close it back. Anyway, so when it get that 30-second break, we run out. And the guy couldn't even close the door back. We just pushed the door for him to close the door.
How far was the neighbor's house?
Say 300, no. If I use meters, across the road, up a little bit from the hill, it would be about 500 meters.
That's a lot. That's a dash.
Yes, 500 meters. So we said we got to go. And right away, we gone there, Mr. New. When we gone, their house already gone, the roof gone, but they're crying out. I said, listen, calm down, go in this room. Because it's same thing like our one, the ceiling, we noticed the ceiling is there in one section. So stay here. So we're gone and we said, listen, we're going to carry, you are going to be safe. Don't worry, you're going to be safe. We're going to carry this person, which is the 72-year-old one, the strongest one first. Because she will be able to make it easier without tiring us down.
The 72-year-old woman.
Yes. Because she's like a strong.
Yeah.
So we said we're going with her first. Yeah, so next to the old lady. She's the main subject was the 95-year-old, But the smart thing for us to do at the time was to take the 72-year-old one first. Because where we're going to carry them now, she will be able to open the door when we come back and help us to get back in. 95-year-old person wouldn't be able to do that. So we take her first, the strongest one first. And then not only that, the strongest one would get us back quicker to save the 95-year-old lady. So now we took her and she was quiet. We tell her, we explained to her this, when she have to lay down, she have to get up and she have to run. We get down, we tell her this how we get there. And we have to go back the same way. And so she said, no problem, and she's active one thing, and she did well.
Breeze still blowing, the rain still flowing.
Yes, and we it wasn't easy, but we said we're moving without.
Things still flying inside the sky.
Still flying.
And you outside in the hurricane.
I'll be outside in the hurricane. And guess what? Things flying past me too, but guess what? You know what? I have God in my heart, right? And I knew that that's what God wanted me to do. I was stuck. I didn't know why I was stuck in Jamaica, but God wanted me to be there because He know that I will be able to manage the storm, knowing that He is with me. God is with me.
So you get the 75-year-old into your house.
72.
72-year-old
Yes.
into your house.
Right. Into that house now. My house is gone,
So where you carry them?
All right. I have a farmhouse.
Oh.
Because we have a storage section in the farm that we store the products and things. But that house, fortunately, it's concrete roofing. It's a nice concrete structure. So it is pretty much safe.
It's like a supply room.
A supply room.
Okay.
And the top is made from concrete. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no tin on that. And no wood, no decoramastic, no shingle on that. That is concrete. Mm-hmm. So now you need a real bomb to drop to really damage that house. Mm-hmm. And it is well built on the rock. And the Bible says you build your house on the rock. Okay, mm-hmm. And that was built. It's on the mountain, mm-hmm. On the side of like it's on the cliff of the mountain, right? But it's on solid rock is there. So no matter it's on the cliff of the mountain, but solid rock there.
So you manage to the supply room.
Yes.
And you left her there?
That's the first one.
The first one?
Yes, I left her there.
And then what you do?
And then we have to go back. We have two more subjects.
So what happened to that?
We went back.
How did you carry the 95-year-old?
That's the one you need to ask about mostly. Jesus, Mr. Newry. That one, that person was the most difficult one.
You think?
Mr. Newry, I was there. I'm the one who was there dealing with that, Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm not thinking. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. No, this is when it become dangerous now. I said to her, when I went back, I said, listen, that next person is already gone. She's safe. Jesus, mm-hmm. Turn this phone off.
So the next person, you tell them basically the next person is safe, and you try to convince a 95-year-old lady to come join you into the storm.
Yes.
To walk 30 odd yards
to
get to the supply room. Tell me about that journey.
All right. First, she didn't have a choice, because she knew that she can't stay there. Because remember, the hurricane have 5 more hours to go. Mm-hmm. Because we have 5 more hours to go, and the worst is not yet. Well, the worst is there because we actually saw the eye. I saw the eye, Mr. I need to get to the eye and explain the eye to somebody.
But let's go finish with the 95-year-old.
So we know the hurricane already passed us. Mm-hmm. So the part coming in the hurricane wasn't the real bad part. It's passing of the hurricane was a dangerous part,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we just passed over you. Mm-hmm. I know exactly when the hurricane actually passed, sitting over us. Mm-hmm. And about to pass.
You can get this soon, but talk with the 95-year-old lady.
Our 95-year-old woman, no, Mr. Newry, this is it now. So I say to her, I said, listen, we got to, the first person is safe. Now it's your time. And you're going to make it with us. But I wasn't thinking quite clear because she was walking, right? Mm-hmm. I thought we could walk because I think that if she walked by her own, we would have gone quicker. You understand? But I wasn't thinking at the first, to be honest with you, Mr. Newry. I said, think she could walk. So I said, let's go. So now, when she stepped, even though she was underneath the ceiling, so she never realized how bad it was outside. As soon as she stepped out and feel that wind, Mr. Newry, my God, the lady freeze. She literally freeze. Now, listen, we have 30 seconds, We only have 30 seconds to move each time. And if a person freezes on you wasn't planning what to do. Now you now have to now think. So when I realized my 30 second, I'm ready to expire now. What I did is I'm going to show you the size of the lady on my phone. I grab her up in front of me like this and start to run with the lady.
You start running with the old lady?
Yes, I start running with her now because I know that I'm out there now.
Getting wet up.
I'm not worried about the wet up, I'm worried about the breeze. Because the wet up is the simple part. The breeze is that. Just imagine a car going 100 miles per hour, around 10 miles per hour, and how fast it move, right? Mm-hmm. Now we're talking about 215 to 220 miles per hour speed. And you look and you can see anything, and you can hear around this thing passing, woo, woo, like missile, right? So when you're out there, you can't stop and hesitate. I know because you might get hit. You understand? You run the risk of getting killed by just standing in it. So anyway, so I grab her, Mr. Newry, in front of me, that lady, she probably weighed over 200 pounds. I don't know where that strength came from. But I grab her in front of me like this and start run with her and run, hold on to me and run. And then now my 30-second expire while running with her. You understand? Because I wasn't the timing off now. Because she gave me problem at first. So the timing off. So the wind catch me running with her before I could go down. And when that wind hit us together, I feel the wind hit, and I was almost drop on top of her. I don't know where I get the strength from for her to drop on top of me. But I actually put myself down and go spin around and grab her and just break she drop her. I literally drop myself and hold the lady on top of me like this. You understand? Because if I drop on top of her, being a fragile lady, then I might probably kill her, right? So you're going to kill a subject that you try to save. So I rather she drop on me. So I managed to put myself on the ground and grab her on top of me like this. And then Ronald said, I hold her down for that. I have 2 minutes now to be in certain position, you know. And Ronald was right there to hold on to us. So now, when the 2 minutes expire, with the heavy gust, the 20-mile gust, we have the 30-second again. So Ronald say, put her on my back. So Ronald stand up and I push her up on Ronald's back. And I hold her foot. And she's on the back of Ronald. And now we're running now. We have 30 seconds to run now. Run. And then guess what now? Before we could reach, we could never time it properly with her. The wind coming again. Woo! So we have to go down. We drop again. We drop with her twice. But this time, it was not as bad as the first time because we expected now we are more in control. So we basically go down and drop and then stay there for a while again and then get up, and then by the next break, that next 30 seconds, we will manage to get her in.
So let's talk about the eye of the storm briefly before we start talking about what you plan to do this weekend.
Okay, the eye of the storm, right? The eye of the storm. After we were in the house, our main house at the time, right? And the wind blowing, right? But all of a sudden, the place was dark, great dark, like night. It was in the morning, you know. We were talking about between 11, we lost track of time. So now maybe about 11:30, 12, 1 o'clock, I'm not sure. 11, I don't know what, sometime within that time.
Go ahead.
You see now, the place start get light, like sun coming out. The darkness becomes light. Like a light, like sun is coming out. So that is coming over the house like that. So you know, we said, you say that's the eye passing us now. So now, the eye is passing us now, and then guess what? No wind like that.
No wind.
Wind there.
Yeah, but no strong wind.
No strong wind like that. I said, what? So now, but when get back dark and I going and get back dark, that's when the hurricane get wicked, get dangerous. The wind came back and the breeze shift now. It was you at first, the wind was going south, so not south, south, more to the north, going south. But now that the eye passed, the wind now changed the direction and turned its face now, so it's going straight north. Now, between northeast. And that's how the wind, that's why it's a shift now, the wind speed, the wind shift after the eye pass. And so that's how we know we experience the eye of the hurricane.
So there was a lot of devastation afterwards. The hurricane over, you witnessed the devastation.
Yes.
You want to help that support in terms of you're going back to Jamaica soon.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the devastation, and then tell me what you plan to do. What is it that you are planning to do? But tell me what the devastation you saw after the hurricane.
Man, after the hurricane, remember I told you before that it seemed like we were in a war, like you know, I was watching a movie. In the war, I was imagine. I never been in the war before, but I watched many movies with war zone, and I see where when they drop the bombs, and the house then break up and everything just break down and mash up. That's what some places look like. All the houses that didn't, the older houses, like there's a farming community, and so those people they didn't plan to rebuild, organize their house like that, like build brand new houses. A lot of people do. So the new houses with the roof, 2-story building and all that, they good. But they're a minority in that community. Because as I said, it's a farming community. It's not a in fact, most of these people don't even know Kingston. Most people, they born there, they grow there. The farthest they go is Mandeville up the road, or go. Some don't even go as far as Santa Cruz, as close as they live from Westmoreland. They don't move. They get up in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock, go look after the animal, do their goat, their cow, and go to church on Sundays. So they don't care about that. Their kids gone to college and gone to university, or gone away abroad, but they mostly stay there. And the younger one might stay back and don't want to leave the country here. And the younger one might go into farming and they will take over because they're thinking that maybe when daddy or mommy died, they're in charge. So they all long gone. So, but most of the people are farmers, especially in Newmarket where I was. So now the house is not. Some of the houses is not now up 100% concrete. Some is wood, and so the one that is concrete house, they back in the days they never made them with too much steel like that. The hurricane just ripped them apart, and you could see all the breakdown like you drop a bomb in them. No roof, no nothing. You just see the concrete floor. I just remember it's not only 3 people we saved, we saved 6 people. 6 people actually saved. Because after we did those 3 ladies, we went back for 3 more people, senior men. And one of those guys where we went back, one of them where we take out, his wall was on his bed after the following day. The other guy who we take, older man, I have them on my phone now, when we went back to get his stuff, because he's saying that he has some stuff important, no clothes or nothing, and we went back in the hurricane. The hurricane was almost over. And we were out there almost through the hurricane, trying to do what we have to do for helping people. So we went back. His house was completely gone. You understand? The hurricane took his house. All you could see is the floor, the foundation with the tile on the floor. That's all you could see. No structure. He was starting to build a new little structure, but it never having a roof. They just black it up and all that. He was going to rebuild, and his stuff gone. You understand? Everything gone, just gone. So, but anyway, everything, Mr. Newry, was, the place was totally devastating. The road blocked up with debris, things all over the place. They can't move around. The trees them across the road, the light posts them down. It's like an atomic bomb drop inside where I was.
So what is it that you plan to do?
All right. So this weekend, this Saturday, I plan to host a cookout. I'm doing a cookout at beside S.E. McFerguson, the property next to S.E. McFerguson. I'm doing a cookout there, and in the night we keep a little party in the night so we can raise an extra fund. And what the purpose of this fund is to go back and help set up some kitchens, because remember, these people are farmers and was farmers, and they lose everything, and now they need help. They need food. They need to rebuild. But food is so important, and they're crying out for hungry. So now as we speak. So, and then the hay that is going to Jamaica, they're not reaching them. Most of them not reaching. I understand you speak to Ronald yesterday. They bring a few clear package. Like from Monday, they don't eat again. And, they lose all their money, because what happened, these people was preparing for the hurricane. They buy the food, and the wind take away all this food. And most of these people don't even go to the bank. They save their money in the house. And that gone.
Yeah, wash away and blow away.
Blow away, not wash away, blow away. Because the hurricane was like a tornado in it. It sucked things out. You understand? And so they're going through a hard time.
So let's talk about the event. You said by S.E. McFerguson, at what time? And when you say next to S.E. McFerguson, where exactly? That's Blue Road. But what next to it?
Well, next to it was a property where a car wash is.
Okay, that's what it would be.
And where the vendor would sell to the school children.
Okay,
go ahead. And that property, that's where we plan to host an event. Nice.
What time?
We start serving food at 12.
12 noon on which day? Saturday?
This Saturday coming.
12 noon this Saturday
We
coming.
we start serving, but in the night you could come out and relax. You don't have to go to do no fast food in the night.
So it's going to be an all-day event
It's
from
all day.
Saturday, and then it's going to be an evening event. You come and sponsor and bring things.
Right, and it goes on to in say 12 in the night.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You could come anytime to give your support, which is the Lord will bless you.
I need a phone number in case someone want to call you and say I passing by.
The number is 804-9340.
Give that to me one more time.
804-9340.
And so when they call that number, who they ask for?
You could ask for Alton.
You ask for Alton.
Yes.
Okay. So besides coming and patronizing the event, can we bring anything else, or just come and patronize the event? We come in now to basically get funds.
No, not just funds. Anything you could bring.
Anything like what?
Like food stuff, because I'm going shortly, and they need food. So if you could bring any food stuff, anything that that will be well accepted and appreciated. But what happened when I come back, right? When I come back from and I need to talk about this too. When I come back from Jamaica, because this food thing I'm going to set up there now. Where I'm going to deal with the kitchens. I'm going to do it in different sections of the community. Like I'll go the main section where people hang out. I'm going to set up kitchen there, and it depends on how much help I get. And we set up kitchens, especially for now until Christmas. So at least for Christmas Day as well, people can get like 2 meals that day, a breakfast and a Christmas dinner, and then I could have those kitchen open for a while till the people help themselves. And then after I'll be coming back to the Bahamas, and I have 2 containers here, right? And I really did want to send a container because I have a few items personally that I
already packed up.
I packed up from that I sponsoring too.
So which community are we targeting when you go to Jamaica?
I'm targeting the same St. Elizabeth.
So
Market.
if you're familiar with the St. Elizabeth community, or you're descendant of the St. Elizabeth community, or you just want to help these people inside of Jamaica, reach out to Alton. Give me the number again, Alton.
My number is 804-9340.
And we're targeting this community because you're saying that there are people who still live in the mountains, people who live in remote areas who still haven't received adequate aid and support.
Yes,
and
sir.
you're trying to go into this community, especially during the Christmas time.
Yes.
You planned on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and around that time area
Right.
to be in Jamaica, serving food, making sure people get something hot to eat or during that time.
Right. And then next thing I really want to reach out to, right? I have 2 containers here, right? And one of those container, someone, a Bahamian family, they get burnt out, and I gave them the container to stay in. And that's a 40-foot container. And there's a 20-foot container I also have. And unfortunately, I still can't send none to Jamaica yet because of this reason. I'm going to reach out to, and here, it's a Bahamian family in the 20-foot container as well.
So you have 2 containers, and you actually right now loan out, give out one of your containers.
Two of them.
2 of them containers to a Bahamian family right now who live in there.
Right.
Temporarily.
But one that lives in the 20-foot container, because that's the one I really want to send to Jamaica. The family that live in there, right? I went to them and I said, man, I really need this container to go to Jamaica. Please, see if we could build something, because where the container is, they can build on that place. And they said they can't, they don't have any, they
They have no money to do anything.
Right, not right now. And they have 2 kids. It's a wife and a husband. Oh, nice people. I can't throw them out of the container. And I don't take $1 from them. I just help them out. So now I really want to get this container. But to get this container, I say to the wife, because the husband wasn't there, I said, listen, tell your husband that I will come. I have a house that I rent out with some one of my tenants is a contractor. And I plan to say to that person, I'll give you 2 months grace period. Just to help to build this family a place. But I still don't have any material. So since I'm on the radio right now, if anyone have any material, building supply, like roofing material, plywood, anything to help to build this family, a little structure for them to stay in, I could get my container. And I would be responsible to get people to build it for them. You understand? And they could have somewhere better, and even better than a container, because at least they would have more space. and they have a kids and they have their kids and all that. So if I could reach out right now and here and get some help for them, they're Bahamians, Bahamian, meaning two parents Bahamian. There's no mixed
I like
blood.
how you put it, Bahamian. It's important to us people who is indigenous.
Yes.
No, don't remember the word. Just go. Finish your story.
Yes, but you say we have to help each other. It doesn't matter. You say, you know what? In the Bible, you say each person, right, would go. I'm going to say something with Blue Road right now too, briefly. I noticed I put the sign on Blue Road. There's a sign on Blue Road right now to say, I get an artist to draw a sign and put on the breakfast stand there, right? And I put my number on it, and I put the tree blowing. I'm going to show you I take a picture of it. Actually, the tree blowing from its start until the leaf gone, and I have a man in the air fly up asking for help, right? And I said, hey, give what you can for the hurricane victim in Jamaica. And you know, said Mr. New, I have that signed there almost 2 weeks and nobody called me.
No.
I can't believe that. And then I said, and then this morning when I was preparing for the event for Saturday, right? The Lord put into my spirit and said, talk to the Christian people, the Christians, you know, and said, listen, man, if you pass that sign every day and nobody reach out to me, I don't know if that's because they think other people get, but people don't get. Yes, and I'm dealing with people who don't get anything. At least reach out, because if those people in Jamaica need help, they're Christian, you know. As I said, they go to farm and go to church. And if you saying you're serving, you're praying to God. They're praying to the same God you're praying to, right? And your brother now you have the same Father, which is God. Help them, please help them. So you know what could happen? I was thinking the Lord put in my spirit to tell the people Christian now, when you go, the tithe that you have, that you don't have to go do no extra money. That tithe that you have to show this weekend to your various church, call this number, and let this money go right to them. I bring the money to the people who really need help. Give the tithe to them. You don't have to show the tithe in church. Skip one week. You understand? Give it to some. Give it to some people who really need it.
Alton, we have 2 minutes.
Yes.
And within this 2 minutes, I want you to make your appeal to the Bahamian people who are listening.
Yes.
To the Jamaicans who live in the Bahamas who are listening.
Yes, sir.
To the broader community who understand what a hurricane can do. To the Bahamians who listen to hearing about the story about the Bahamians who are in this container, the container you need to send back to Jamaica, right?
Yes.
Who want to help fellow Bahamians.
Yes.
I want you to make your appeal. Give your phone number again.
My number is 804-9340.
Yes. I want people to make sure that your event is when again?
The event is this Saturday. Right. It starts at 12 and ends 12 in the night.
And where are you going to be this Saturday for your event?
At next door to S.C. Mark Ferguson Junior High School. That's down from the party. That's original party.
Yeah.
Right. It's just maybe about 100 miles down, 100 meters down from going north. Original party.
And you're also taking donation of canned items and this and
whatever I could get, it will be well appreciated. And listen, I'm going to be so transparent that when I go to Jamaica, I'm going to do videos. The people who help and they want to document evidence of what I did, everything will be documented. And in fact, I'll try to put what I can too with finance, with what I get in to help, because I really want to help. And also people tell me here, Bahamians, who said they volunteer to go down with me when I'm ready to build and help those people.
Give the listening audience your full name again.
Alton Duhaney.
Alton Duhaney, and one more time your phone number.
My telephone number is 804-9340.
I want to thank you for coming in and doing your testimony, telling your story about Hurricane Melissa.
Yes.
Your survival. You even saving people, and in fact your story or narrative about you being in the Bahamas and what you have done here. And I want to appreciate and tell you thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. And listen, I love the Bahamian people, man. And just help, please, and get your blessings. Yes. God is there to bless you.
This has been Guardian Radio AM with CA Newry. Thank you very much, Mr. Dwere. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
If you want to jump or meet me on Bay Street, 'cause everybody getting down to junk and new downtown. If you want to party, meet me on Bay Street.
Are you searching for something new? Something exciting? Your dream job in paradise? Well, look no further. Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is hiring. Join a dynamic group of passionate hospitality professionals, craft unforgettable moments, and thrive in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Play your part in shaping the future of our team while growing your own career every day. Bring your energy, your passion, and your creativity to a workplace that's as dynamic and fun as you are. At Royal Beach Club Paradise Island, the opportunities don't just exist. They're limitless. So are you ready to find your perfect fit? Visit Royal Beach Club at paradiseisland.com/career today and step into a world of exciting possibilities.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.